Yo people, left foot, right foot, back with another video, and today we got the team 1 of the future stars coming through hot off the press after what was, between me and you, quite a meaty team of the year. The hype just really wasn't there. There were some great players, but I'm just excited to get some new FIFA content. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe for much more content. Let's get into today's video, and we're going to start straight with the goalkeeper, Andre Lunin. And to be fair, it's an L. It's really an L. This is a plain Jane Courtois. FIFA, what are you playing at? Give us something exciting. Goalkeeper. Come on, man. Raise it. All jokes aside, I'd probably steer away from this, given that in La Liga you've actually got really good keeper options. If you are on this budget, then you've got kind of Courtois, ter Stegen and Oblak, which are kind of between 50 to 70k depending on fodder prices. But obviously the inform options with inform Courtois and inform Oblak, road to the final Oblak, make this card a bit pointless at this stage. So this is definitely an L. Reece James is big drip, 91 pace with some great defending, physicality and dribbling stats. I think this card is a big W. At 450k, a bit pricey, but given the in-game swap opportunities with, you know, let's say for example the inform Walker, so put inform Walker at right back and put Reece James centre back, I think this is quite a good card. I think I'll definitely be bucking this on the weekend for sure. So yeah, this is definitely a W. So moving on to Diogo Dalot, who at 84 grand is a solid Serie A left back. Decent defending, decent physical, pace maybe 1 or 2 slower than you want it, but definitely fixable with a shadow. Good dribbling, good agility and balance. And for 80k, this isn't a bad option. There are a few Theo Hernandez cards that would compete with this, and obviously the second inform and the headliners are probably a lot better than this card. But for the price, not that bad. And actually a green link to CR7 on Nation and same league. So if you did need to link CR7 in on, you know, on a centre mid or a CDM to get Chem, this is not a bad option. So I'd say this is definitely a small W. Straight on to Serginho Dest at 400 grand. This is a lot of money, a lot of coins at this stage, but really good pace, good defending and good physical. And you'd see that if you put an anchor on a card like this, you are going to have one very good right back with his pace maxed out and his defensive awareness being very high. At this stage of the game, we need to be getting towards late 80s, early 90s defensive awareness on the fullbacks. And if you look at some of the good fullbacks that we have used up to this point, you'll be surprised at how low their defensive awareness actually is. So to get someone with 91 defensive awareness, 90 strength and maxed out pace, this is a really good card. This is again another W. However, you're going to need to be really good at defending and using him given the defensive work rate. So the defensive work rate is actually low. It'd be great going forward, but you know, if you struggle to manually defend, then maybe I'd steer away from this. So in the midfield, we've got Harvey Barnes next, who's got very good pace, good shooting stats. Passing seems very good. 90 vision's good, 90 short passing. Dribbling's okay, but for 450 grand, it's quite expensive for me. It's kind of comparable to the Foot Freeze Bernardo Silva, and I'd probably take Silva in over the links, or you might prefer Barnes for the English league. It's kind of like the Wayne Rooney that we've got, but 1 or 2 stats a little bit weaker. I can see people getting Barnes in because of the Rooney link, even though it's only orange, but because of league. But this is a decent card. I think 450k is a bit too much, but yeah, decent card. I need to take a whole 3-4 minutes to talk about this Camavinga card, and brother, I hope I pronounced your name right, because this card is absolutely brazy. 86 pace, 84 shooting, but the passing and defending absolutely make this card. This is like a Vieira and a Hullet just linked up. This card is crazy. I guarantee we're going to be seeing the pros using this card. Great links as well. It's going to be a green link to anyone who's got plain Jane Mbappe or even Team of the Year Mbappe. Coming in at 3 million and is close to his RRP. So I think a lot of people are buying this card up. High work rate, so he's going to be a monster at CDM or CM. to be fair, going forward, he seems to have really, really good stats. This is just probably one of the most well-rounded cards that we've got in FIFA this year. Absolutely amazing. Hopefully, I'll be able to get him in sometime soon and maybe do a separate video on him. But with a shadow, I just need to show you guys, you're going to have a CDM or a centre mid with 96 pace and 95 defending. With 90 agility and 89 balance. Yeah, he's going to be immovable. This is an absolutely fantastic card. And you can see that with the shadow, he's actually 90 in-game, at least in every position apart from striker. This card is insane. It's probably the card of the pick for me so far. Yes, definitely. So yeah, Camavinga, big W. Moving on to Giovanni Reina. And this is a nice card. Good pace, exceptional passing, great shooting as well. The dribbling probably is the meta. 99 agility, 95 balance. He's probably not going to move off the ball and he's going to twist and turn crazily. 4-star, 4-star as well, and actually 85 strength. So really, really good. I would just say a little bit expensive, which kind of puts me off. Just shy of 2 million. You're thinking you're close to kind of Kimmich, Team of the Year Kimmich value there, with medium work rate. So I don't know how I feel about this one. It's a good card, but I wouldn't be getting it in anytime soon, just given what else is out there in the market for just shy of 2 million coins. But if he dropped significantly down to maybe like the million mark, then yeah, I think this is a good card, especially if you're running the Bundesliga team. Moving on to Steven Bergwijn, and I'm super excited about this card. The pace, the shooting, and the dribbling are exceptional. 94 pace, 89 shooting base. You know, if you whack a Hunter, or even a Hawk to be fair, because he only needs an additional 5 pace, you're going to get a card that's got some crazy stats. And one that's actually underrated on this card is 94 strength. So you potentially, with a Hawk, or maybe let's just apply it right now so you can see live. You're going to get a card that's got 99 pace, but 99 strength. He's going to be an absolute monster on the wing, and probably even more of a monster up top. High medium work rate, so it's perfect. Bergwijn's a big W. Absolutely big W. 1.2 million is a bit pricey, you know, and it's kind of getting you into, you know, the 88 Rashford kind of mark, which is another good option. But I'd say this is definitely a small W. Moving on to Dominic Szoboszlai. Hope I pronounced your name right, my brother. But this is another really, really nice card. Bundesliga's coming true, and I actually run a little Bundesliga hybrid. So good pace, good shooting, good dribbling. It's actually quite identical to the Bergwijn we just went through. Slightly poor work rates though. Low medium, so low defensive, medium attacking. I wouldn't have that put you off too much. One of our favorite cards this year so far, Flashback Robin, has the same work rates, and you know, he's a slappers in front of goal. Good strength as well. At 700 grand, feels expensive because it's not in one of the meta leagues, but it's a good card. So I'd say maybe just a small W here. And now we move on to Kulusevski, and Juve just keep on throwing out the options. And we had an absolutely amazing Moments Dybala, and we have CR6 or Baby Ronaldo, as I like to call him. And now this guy, who on the base of it has a really, really good card. Has great pace, decent shooting if you apply any of the chemistry styles that will boost it up. Great dribbling. Agility and balance is okay. Ideally, you're going to want that in the 90s for a winger, but definitely fixable with a chemistry style. For 550 grand, for me, this one feels slightly expensive. We've done the Dybala for a third of the price of this. And Fries Martinez is probably about half the price now. So it feels a bit expensive. I'd say this is a small L. But some people might get him in based on chem. Alright, and then Alexandra Isaac. 150 bags. It's a decent card, to be fair. Decent pace if you apply a Hunter, get it maxed out. Shooting's good. Best thing about this card is definitely the fact it's got 5-star weak foot. And there's actually only a few cards in the forward position that really have 5-star weak foot. It's not as overpowered as it was in FIFA 20, but again, definitely something that you can have up your sleeve. Decent strength. Kind of reminds me of like Anderson Talisca, and I think their stats would be very, very similar. 6'4" with 87 agility. Like, it just doesn't sound like it works, but it must do. High-low work rates as well, so will be good. It's a decent card. If you're only running like a few hundred K, La Liga team, I'd get him in. Otherwise, as we're kind of scaling up, I'd probably stay away. Bruno, Donny, I'm just going to call you Bruno because I don't want to mess up the surname, innit? Bruno Guimaraes card. Hopefully I got the surname right. This card is special, especially the one with the heightened defending. The other one's okay, so if you wanted more of a well-rounded box-to-box CM, but if you want an absolute monstrosity of a CDM, this card is really, really good. 80 pace, get into the 90s with a shadow, and the defending would be absolutely maxed out. You'd have 96 defending awareness, 99 deceptions. This is a good card for the SBC price. We'll have another look at the other variant. It was just a little bit faster, but 12 defending lower. And you know how important it is that we get the defending on point on this FIFA. If you was to pick between the two, it's gonna definitely have to be the one with heightened defending. Remember, chemistry styles can boost all the other stats that you need. So if you didn't need to boost him with a shadow, the 90 defending one, you wanted a bit more of an attacking CDM, then maybe you could apply a more of attacking chemistry style. But definitely the one with the heightened defending is the way to go if you're considering doing this card. And there you have it. Future Stars Team 1. We've been through the players. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Do you think it's a W? Do you think it's a bit meaty? Maybe somewhere in between? I really want to know from you guys. Make sure you follow me on Twitch where I stream all of my FUT champions and it's just bare banter. That's twitch.tv/left foot right foot. And make sure you follow me on Instagram where I make mini posts giving tips and tricks about all players, SBCs and meta tactics. And that's left foot right foot. I'll leave all the links in the bio. Take care and I'll see you guys soon.